There's nothing quite like the smell of freshly baked sourdough bread filling your kitchen. Today I'm sharing my go-to quick recipe for a rustic sourdough boule or bread that's perfect for beginners. It's simple, flexible, and the best part, you can bake it the same day you start the dough or let it proof overnight for even more flavor. So let's get started. Here's what you'll need for this recipe: 460 grams of all purpose flour, 340 grams of water, 9 grams of sea salt, and 92 grams of ripe sourdough starter at 100% hydration. That's it. Simple ingredients, big results. I'm using golden powder of all purpose unbleached flour from Canada today. It's my go to all purpose flour when I cannot find any imported flour from Italy. If you're interested in seeing how you can make sourdough from freshly milled flour, make sure you check out my other sourdough recipes that I've shared before. So we're going to combine the flour, water, salt, and sourdough starter in a large bowl. Hold back 50 grams of water for later. Using a dough hook, I mix everything together until I have a shaggy dough. Then, with wet hands, I work for about 2 to 5 minutes, pinching and folding until it's smooth. If the dough feels like it can handle it, slowly incorporate the reserved water. If it starts to feel too wet, it's okay to skip it. The goal is a cohesive, slightly sticky dough that holds its shape. Next, we let the dough rest and rise. This is called bulk fermentation. During this time, I keep my bowl of dough above my fridge because it is the warmest spot in my kitchen. So for 3.5 hours, your dough will need some love with stretch and folds. Start 30 minutes into fermentation and repeat every 30 minutes for 5 sets total. This helps build structure and strength in the dough. If you're new to this, a stretch and fold is exactly what it sounds like. Stretch the dough gently and fold it over itself. Rotate the bowl and repeat. After the fifth stretch and fold, you're gonna have about an hour that you're going to let the dough rest. And now, after that, it's time to pre-shape. Lightly flour your work surface and scrape out the dough. Using a bench knife, coax it into a round shape and let it rest for 20 minutes uncovered. This rest gives the gluten time to relax, making shaping easier. After 20 minutes, it is now time for the final shape. Gently shape your dough into a round boule or an oval batard, whatever suits your vibe. Place it in a proofing basket and cover it completely. Let it proof on a counter for 2 to 4 hours. My dough was ready after 3.5 hours at about 75 Fahrenheit, or I think that's about 26 degrees. If you're not baking today, this is where you can pop it in the fridge to proof overnight. Before your dough is done proofing, you want to preheat your oven at 450 Fahrenheit. And you want to place your Dutch oven or a baking surface inside to heat up for about half an hour to 45 minutes. Just before the dough is ready to go into the oven, carefully score your dough, transfer it to the preheated Dutch oven. I am using some parchment paper to do that, and bake with the lid on for 20 minutes. After that, remove the lid and bake for another 25 minutes until the crust is golden brown and the internal temperature hits around 204 Fahrenheit. Once it's out of the oven, let your boule cool for at least 2 hours. I know it's tempting to cut right in, but this rest is crucial for the crumb to set. And there you have it, a rustic sourdough boule that's crusty on the outside, soft and airy on the inside, and full of flavor. Whether you enjoy it warm with butter, dipped in olive oil, or with your favorite soup, this bread is a winner. Thanks for baking with me today. If you enjoyed this recipe, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more beginner-friendly sourdough tips and recipes. The link to the full recipe is down below. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.